A warm good evening and welcome to it. I'm Thomas Mlamo. This is at Soccerzone for sure. So much to talk about in the program that was in the weekend that also took place. There are so many talking points when you look at how the log table has changed. Those at the bottom got victories, and if you look at what happened at the top, the gap is closing. And what will the dust say at the end of the season? Well, we don't know, but the coaches did have this to say about what happened in the past weekend in the ABSA Premiership. Listen up.
They have three midfielders, and then they push Hamaldin over there. So they don't have a left back, left winger, and it's working for us because we had to play Lebo Hamabwe when we defend to come more inside next to AJ and Kekana. And then it causes Malepe to go out as a left back, but more aggressive as a winger. But it's very difficult for us to defend that shape because it's an awkward shape. It's lopsided because they don't have a left winger. The left winger comes inside. But we knew that if they do that, it means Nico is free as a right back. So we push Nico out when we have the ball, and Lebo plays inside to push the Malepe in, and that's why Nico had a chance to travel with the ball, the goal, because he's free, because they play lopsided, and it hurt them.
First half was very difficult for us. The opponent play very strong and have a good solution, the set pieces and in the counter attack, and we have Sandyland. This was our luck today, yes. And in the second half, then the first 5 minutes was not so good. We needed a little time, become in the game, and then from minute to minute, we become more and more in the game, and then we have the control, we have the lead of the game. And yeah, last week we have in the last minute unluck, and now we have Sandy and luck, and we are happy about 3 points today.
Right, so let's go on and hear what's going on as far as what you guys are saying on the social media side of things. At Soccerzone for sure is where you can get hold of us on our Twitter handle. The hashtag is ABSA Prem Gunzima. The topic is, what are your views on the ABSA Premiership title race after this weekend's results? And use that hashtag ABSA Prem Gunzima. So let's see what you guys are saying. And here are some of your responses. Busani says, Gunzima, Thomas, but for Pirates, Ibuge Sugu late. Hashtag ABSA Prem Gunzima. And then Mvelo goes on to say, it's obvious it's going to Klorkop. And moving down to Notorious TK, who says, we at Orlando Pirates are not chasing the league title. We just want to finish as high as possible. Let the people who are fighting for the ABSA Prem fight for it. We're running our own race. We see you there. That's just coaching talk there. Marumile, don't lie. Sihle, after the Soweto derby, I'm telling you, hashtag ABSA Prem Gunzima. And then moving on, it's Matiba, who then goes to say, Amakosi will stay at the top of the league until the end of the season. And still more, it's a 3-horse race and it's going down to the wire. I don't see any team stopping Sundowns from winning the title. Hashtag Gunzima. Yeah, so many of you guys are talking. LP Mafana then says, all I want is for my Pirates to finish in the top 3. But the way things stand, anything can happen. Teko says, Mamelodi Sundowns up their gear at the right time. I see them taking it. And yeah, then it's Mpo who goes on to say, it's beginning to be thrilling, especially when Chiefs start dropping points at a critical stage. Thanks to JZ for the added spice. Hashtag ABSA Prem Gunzima. So those are some of your responses. Let's go to the guys at the far post and have a quick conversation about that, because gentlemen, with Pumutu Manenje as well as Piom Konza, Segunzima.
Hey, Kunzima Thomas, I said it 3 weeks ago. It seems like they blew it. And it seems like they blew it very, because now the gap is 6 points. Marisbeck fixed the country again. Now, when after the 29th, it's gonna be, the gap is gonna be 3 points. After the 29th, the gap will be 3 points.
That actually brings me to the big question, though. Kaizer Chiefs' coach, Ernst Middendorp, has a big decision to make. Nedbank Cup coming up. and he's got Manyama on 3 yellow cards, he's got Cardoso on 3 yellow cards, Frosler on 3 yellow cards. If they get booked in that game, they will then go on and have a situation where any of those 3 players would miss the Soweto derby. What should he do in the Nedbank Cup game coming up?
Thanks, Thomas. I think for me, of course, winning trophies is culture. So, yes, he's thinking about the derby, but also he's thinking about the Nedbank Cup. I can assure you now, as much as we come to over dropper for this coming game, but he still says we want to advance to the next round of the cup. There is no way he can compromise this Nedbank.
Umanyama athole yellow card and then Umanyama akadlali ngedabi.
And then if Umanyama win, then what?
Hey, ndoda,
It's a risk that the coach has to take.
Abanye ngiyabona uFrosler, Cardoso, you can maybe get Manyama.
I'm not chance. That's your best player. Fanele adlale every game.
Hey.
But if I may come in, it will give Chiefs to look at the depth, because if Manyama miss, no, Mamel, abamfaka uManyama, angithi mangekho ukhona
Bamfaka
uPakasa.
Highlands Park.
Abamfaka Highlands Park, if you get yellow card, ukhona uPakasa ngithi. No Frosler mangekho, ukhona uRama ngithi. Ababathembe amaplayer wabo abangabathembi. Amaplayer wabo abathembe.
It's a pretty confidence. Mara Thomas fanele kuvume. Ngathini ngebhakaniya? Akuvume kayi-1. Ngakutshela ngathi Pirates are going to be league contenders. Awukazi uvume.
No. Ngesilungu. Mamela, ngesilungu sithi he was being sarcastic.
Yeah, he seemed like really confident.
Man,
No. We have to put up our hands.
That's why.
Thomas,
Wait,
the maths at the time, I'm going to put up my hand.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like Pumut.
Yeah.
I'll put up my hand.
Yeah.
At the time, we had that discussion many weeks ago. The gap looked too big.
Thomas.
So, what does it mean?
It's now looking like Ikrempile because Kaizer Chiefs still have to play against Bidvest Wits twice. They've still got Mamelodi Sundowns to play against, and that gap is now a lot smaller. There was a time it was 16, 17 points, big gap, 18. But now it's not that anymore.
18 to be precise. After 8 games, Pirates are second on the log. So that's why about Tumnandi guy won, West to Estom and say pass. Ngakutshela, angikhulumi through emotions. Angikhulumi through emotions.
Mamela, angithi ama-viewers asibona manje ama-camera sekalayitile. Akayikhuluma kanje mangalayitanga ama-camera. Adlala ngathi. Adlala ngathi.
Let's move on to the latest when it comes to the news stories. This argument is not going to end anytime soon. And in those news stories, this is what's breaking today. Mabudi Kanyeza has just become the coach of TS Galaxy. That really came as a huge surprise, but Tim Sukazi, owner of the club, believes in him and also likes the combination of Esa Mtweni, who's the current assistant coach, with Mabudi Kanyeza because they played together in their playing days. Says he thinks they can take the club to the next level.
I'll take you back to Benson Mutongo when he left Orlando Pirates to go and coach in the Glade Africa. When he got fired there, he disappeared from football. We don't know where he is at the moment. So Mabudi Kanyeza is taking a big risk because his job was safe at
But
Amazon.
he's gone from an assistant to a head coach.
Yeah,
that
so
was
it's
a
different.
step
Now,
up.
his head is on the block. His head is on the block. There's no more head coach to protect him. His head is going to be on the block. Mina ngiyasho nje ukuthi
wena uyabaleka uthi fanele asifihle ngabanye abantu because wabani.
uBenson wahamba uBenson.
But amaphato abo bafani.
Asamboni.
Mabuthi tomorrow can come back and coach Bafana. Was you don't know.
uBenson is a very good coach now.
No, but Mabuthi
Let's
is a
take
very
nothing
good
away
coach.
from Benson.
No, Mabuthi is a very good coach.
He's gone and become his own man. Head coach,
Yeah.
Mabudi Kanyeza. We love it when we see the progress of a footballer to an assistant coach and now to a head coach. Now, moving on. And when you look at what's going on at Free State Stars, they've also got rid of their coach. Vladislav Heric began the season as coach. Milton Dlamini took over. Now Milton Dlamini has been asked to step aside because the results are not coming at Free State Stars. So that was what took place earlier on today. There's another story that we can move on to very quickly and see exactly what's going on as far as that one is concerned. And there we're talking about an international story where Manchester City now find themselves banned by UEFA from the Champions League for the next 2 Champions League seasons. They have the opportunity to appeal it. We've seen a similar situation in South Africa with Kaizer Chiefs being banned by FIFA in terms of the next 2 transfer windows. Man City now banned from the Champions League by UEFA. What did they do?
I think if we talk about you balance books, your income must balance with what you spend. So Manchester City, they spend more, and they you were using what owners has, and the owner is his money.
So they call it
up. They generate from income it up. So FIFA is saying we want to protect it up from Uber bankrupt.
Yeah.
So it's very simple. If your books are not balancing,
they call it financial fair play.
Yeah.
that they don't want clubs to run out of money to go out of business. So they say, what you get in, you must then spend that much.
Asisimplify for ama-viewers wethu. I-Man City ithi yona iyenza iclip kahle kahle. Kulelo clip ayenzi iclip, iyenza i-20 rand. I-owner yiyo iphampa le 80 rand kube ngathi iclip le
But bafihle ngesponsor, but you know the sponsor is giving the
bayenza
money.
ngathi sponsor inini kanti iphuma esikhwameni kule owner yabo.
And then they spent a lot of money in the transfer window, but it wasn't coming from the sponsors, and that is not allowed in football anymore because they want clubs to make sure that they stay in a financially healthy situation, and it didn't there. So we all know that a player that scores 3 goals in one match is called a hat-trick hero. But what do you call 3 layers and 3 cheese in one pizza? Obvious! Gilas number, get the triple decker from Debonair's Pizza and Tlasela Lehanga nge hat-trick Yama Pizza with 3 layers and 3 cheeses for only 149 Rand 90. It's the triple decker from Debonair's Pizza. Try something amazing. Now, let's go to the Mnandi moment of the week. PlayStation football from Maritzburg United.
As be honest, Thomas, if we talk about fruit salad goal, training staff, ingredients of a very good goal. We talk about patience in position by Maritzburg and overloading to isolate. They overload the left-hand side to isolate the right-hand side. But the critical area is the deliverance of the cross. Look at the setup play from Kutumela. Termination from Tasin. I'm Nandi Archer.
This is really good football. This is what coaches dream about executing on the field because they did it in training.
The overload on the left-hand side where Keegan combines with Judas Musiamedi. The key is the hold-up play from Judas Musiamedi. But when Judas Musiamedi drops from the 2 central defenders, the reading of the game of Klassen to then occupy the space that is left by Judas Musiamedi, the awareness from Kutumela to know that I need to play that ball first time back so that Klassen stays onside. That is a quality goal. It's a team goal from Maritzburg United.
Nandi Archer.
Eh?
Yeah, not because he calls it but Nandi.
Just a good goal.
Best
Best of the weekend.
Nandi Archer.
There you go. You've heard it from the experts. They've given you their opinion. That's the Mnandi moment of the week. So we're going to go to a break. After the break, we'll come back with the highlights of the ABSA Premiership action that was, and then the talking points that need discussion. AmaZulu are fuming. Should they have had a penalty awarded against them? How many times did Mamelodi Sundowns hit the crossbar? And Jackson Mabukwani making all sorts of errors there to see his Celtic team go down. There's so much to discuss. Stay with that Soccerzone for sure.